Om Shanti. I take the rays of love from Baba, rays of light, rays of power, as I take these rays of Baba, I merge myself while taking Baba's love, light and power. And today's world also need love, belonging, everyone wants to take God's light and God's power. To serve the world, serve all the souls of the world for a few moments. I create my vision of humanity as the family of souls, as brothers and sisters. And with my love for the family, I share these rays of love, light, and power to all the souls of the world. So I keep receiving from Baba and keep sharing with unlimited family of the world. Let us take Drishti from Baba and share with the world.
माया से घबराओ नहीं। मम्मा पता है हमको, छोटे थे ना, छोटे छोटे आए ना हम लोग, तो मम्मा हमको कहती थी तो माया माया कह के अपने को घबरा देती हो। माया क्या है? तो मम्मा कहती थी ऐसे समझो जैसे कोई दादा परदादा होता है ना, बड़ा, वो समझो आप परदादा हो, आप बैठे हो, और ये जो माया के पांच है ना, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार, ये पांच समझो तुम्हारे बड़े ग्रेट 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 ग्रैंड फादर के बच्चे हो। तो ये पांच पोतरे हैं जैसे आपके। तो पोतरे जो होते हैं ना, क्या करते हैं, दादा होता है, परदादा होता है ना, उसके मूंछों को भी हाथ लगा देंगे। वो घबराएगा नहीं, कहेगा ये खेल कर रहे है, वास्तव में तो इज्जत की बात होती है ना, लेकिन वो समझेगा ये तो पोतरे है ना, ये खेल करे। ऐसे तुम भी ये समझो हम ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर मास्टर है। ब्रह्मा बाबा को ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर कहते हैं ना, और हम ब्रह्मा कुमारी है, तो हम मास्टर हो गए ना। तो तुम मास्टर हो। और ये 5 क्या है? ये बच्चे आते हैं, खेल करते हैं, चले जाएंगे। घबराओ नहीं, हाय माया आई, माया 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 आई। जैसे बंदर होता है ना, बंदर बंदर देखा होगा ना, यहाँ तो देखते होंगे ना बंदर। तो बंदर की नेचर होती है, अगर आप बंदर से घबराएंगे ना तो वो सामना करेगा, और आप ऐसे ही चले जाएंगे, कुछ नहीं करेंगे। तो हम घबरा जाते हैं ना माया से, हाय व्यर्थ संकल्प आ गया आ गया आ गया। अरे व्यर्थ आया तो आपके पास समृद्ध संकल्प नहीं है।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 14. Murli, Source of Truth. Love, Knowledge, Stage. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. All our dadis are conquerors of Maya. And it's true, what is Maya, no? Wherever we have little weaknesses, Maya tries to attack us. We all have different kinds of limits, no, weaknesses. And that's where, whether anything, if there is attachment, there is anger, there is ego, little bit of that. So in different forms, the provocation will come, hurt will come. That is why one of the very, very good quality which I saw in Dadis, and Dadi said, just be stable, be fearless. So Maya is not going to play with you. Even if they play, then don't take it seriously. This morning we all heard Murli, and then definitely at least some had this question that is this Sakar Baba's Murli? Because the way it is spoken, the words which were spoken were different. It was a very enchanting Murli with lot of beautiful virtues, and I took some, very beautifully. But the source of Murli actually is some of in the beginning of Yagya, there was few dadis, especially one in which Shiv Baba used to come and also make Baba Mama sit in front and give knowledge or teach. So these are some of those versions spoken at that time, which brother in Madhuban collected and sent to all of us. And of course, many of us knew, and we did clarify that it was not Sakar Baba's Murli. Anyway, I think that we took benefit, and I liked some aspect very much. One was lot on to have patience. If I have faith, then I will have patience. In patience, you don't just get disappointed. It's not happening. Will it happen or not? What's wrong? A lot of wasteful thoughts come. So when you have faith in Baba and Rama, there is lot of patience. That is always used to tell us, it's going to be okay. It will go away. So there was so much patience because of faith and trust. I remember one time Dadi Gulzar was taking some Ayurvedic medicine. And you all know that when some people, especially in Ayurvedic medicine, there is a lot of reactions and the rashes come in the whole body. They think it's a good sign that whatever is in the body, toxins are being coming out and it will get clear. So I came to know that it's very bad. So I called Dadi Gulzar and I said, Dadi, you are okay. I heard, oh, it has come, it will go. And I still remind myself whenever I have little pain here, there, okay, it has come, it will go. So I remember her Maha Mantra that it has come, it will go. So Dadis really took it in every way. There was a lot of patience. You could never see pain in their face, or nobody ever felt that they have pain in the body. They won't, it's not they won't tell, but they didn't feel. Maybe it's the bodiless stage. Today I was reminding myself I had to go for a test, and then so I just said, well, Daddy, don't feel pain in their body. So what is that stage? Bodiless stage. So keep reminding myself of that stage of Daddies. So I like this whole thing of patience, and also how we have to remain very detached while observing everyone's part. Because every soul has sanskars, and sanskars are really playing part in the soul in different ways, right? So nature is different, way of interacting is different, expression is different, right? But you internally, okay, that is the part of that soul, right? We want soul to play part in a particular way, but the soul has sanskars and playing part. So how to remain very, very detached, I think, is also one of the things that reminding ourselves that everyone is playing their accurate part. Mm. So observing, being detached, and just remain very light and happy, which is very important. But this whole aspect of confluence age, how am I spending my time at confluence age? Mm. Am I full of joy? I am full of super senses happiness, intoxication of being with God, joy of being helper of God, and constantly like Brahma Baba in the awareness that I am a victorious soul. This love which in, in the way of joy, which was very visible, not only in Brahma Babas, but all Dadis, because it's valuable time. And it's my first birth of Jivan Mukti. So how should I live this? How should I use my time, my thoughts? And this is the time I have to create my portrait, right? What kind of portrait I want to share, what I like. The eyes should be sparkling, right? Face should be bright, beautiful. So I draw that portrait for me, or create that image which will be worshipped in the temples, right? Which photograph deities will use of the deities will be used in the temples. So confluence age is the age where I am not only creating new world, but my own self too. What kind of image I am creating for myself? So that is why this aspect of that, there will always be different scenes of drama, right? If scenes don't change, we will know that drama is not on, right? If drama is on, scenes keep changing. But I also have to be very, very clear that even in the beginning, when we come, there is a lot of battling, getting victorious over Ravan, means five vices. But now we know that we don't have those five vices. So, as a slogan is beautiful, not to be a warrior, but a consistent yogi. So, this last part of confluence age, so even if something happens to the body, but if mind is joyful, I was sharing with Bhumi and others that how when we go to clinic and hospital, these nurses and doctors, they are so joyful mood. Even what they sing in front of them is severe sickness or they have to do surgery. But they keep the environment very, very light and joyful. So when patient goes, they don't feel, you don't feel you are in the hospital or you are going for a surgery because the environment they create is so light and joyful. Even today I went, they are so happy, joyful, chatting. They hold you, they help you whatever way you want, make you feel comfortable. So confluence age is the age I am making, creating for myself a very, very joyful, very light stage. I always keep remembering if God is with me and if I am not secure, I don't feel my fortune, then when and who? Is there anyone else who can in the world? No. So I really like that aspect, that joy and happiness of confluence sage are very, very important for us because being God's child, and this is the one birth where settling is happening, but creating is also happening, right? But I should be more attentive what I'm creating, then settling will keep happening anyway. It's just like, okay, you earn a lot of income, you put in the bank, and you have some money you owe. So every month or whenever there is money, it's being automatically paid off. You're not even aware that your money is being paid off because there is enough in the account. So what should I focus on? Worrying about paying the debt or putting my energy into earning the income? Earning income, right? As much I earn, it will be very easy naturally to pay off. So whether it is settling happens through body, sometimes in relationships, what I do, I keep creating. Baba is creating new world, but if I am instrument, I am also master creator, right? So master creator has to be like Brahma Baba, no? I remember so many things of my childhood with Brahma Baba. He came and as soon as he came, we all were so uplifted, experienced all the time of love and care from Baba. All the time feeling that how Baba is helping me to follow the directions. Lot of power and directions from Baba. But Baba was never serious, because one day he jokingly said that if I become serious, I can't, it's not easy then. That is why Baba liked in the afternoon, mornings, long walks, he will go. Because somewhere the energy has to be light. Otherwise, all the time I have to remember Baba, I have to make efforts. I have to, it's like kind of serious, But how that has to be changed, the energy into that lightness and joy and laughter. Baba didn't like loud life, but smile. Mm. I remember going to Madhuban, we always think what we take for Baba, what we show Baba, how we entertain Baba. There was one sister was very young, her parents were in Hong Kong, and she was Baba's child. So one time I was there, she brought a song. Mm, Oh, what to do, my fortune, I got an old man. So must be from some film, Mujhe Buddha Mil Gaya. So she brought that song. She was short, very beautiful, and she used to dance. So she will play that song in front of Baba and say, oh, so Baba, just for fun. So it was like making life very, very light and joyful, so that others can also feel that love. They can feel the joy. So whole this aspect of internally remaining joyful will make settling very, very easy. Otherwise, we will pain and hurt of every little thing. And if we keep allowing that to happen to me, then I will not be able to build up my power, my joy. So this aspect was very beautiful, that even while settling, you should not feel you are settling. Even the example of body. Otherwise, whole confluence says I am just settling, right? I belong to Baba. He giving me so many times more than what I am doing. So it should be easy to settle. No? There shouldn't be any battling while settling. Enough income. So confluence age where I have to be a carefree emperor. And if we worry about every little situation, I always tell Baba, this drama, you are the master. You are the one who is taking care of us. So you take care of situation. We do whatever we have to, and then we leave it to Baba. I always say up to certain point we can do, and then Baba and Rama will take care. And you find really, really lot of good result, because instead of I keep using my intellect, I keep pushing for something, forcing something, then I get like, oh, so it's like that. All the time only talking about situations. So there are two things. Either we can have conversation of knowledge, our beautiful experiences, that is in front of us, or we will talk about what is happening. What will be good, what will be useful. So the importance of the confluence stage and our stage, very, very beautiful, joyful, is important. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now we will get our practice for tomorrow's Murli. So I'd like to invite our dear brother Ken. Welcome.
Om Shanti, sisters and brothers. Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti Bhumi. Yeah, when I first read today's Murli, I thought it was very like an Aviyak Murli, but during the day today, I discovered there was on the internet journey by Sister Genti about this particular Murli for today, and then I discovered it was from those early days in Karachi. And I said, that's why it's so different, and it was very, very beautiful. And in fact, Baba in this Murli told us how to listen to the Murli. He said, if the elevated versions are not heard in a knowledgeful stage, then Maya shadow will cast on those, it will be cast on those elevated versions. As I listen to the Murli, I'm in a stage where the knowledge that is in me, because we do have the truth within us, it was even from the last cycle, whatever's left over. So there'll be always something that will resonate with me if I'm open for it. So I can understand that very clearly. So that's actually a very good instruction for all of the exercises where we're doing this month on listening to the Murli. And since today was the last day of the focus on God, I did ask a question in the for listening. What are the different attributes? And I knew that it wasn't so clear, but you see, we have to make it work for us. We have to go in there. And so, what is Baba being when he's speaking like this? And though there wasn't much gyan as such in the 40s, there was more dharana, and that's why the Murli is completely about dharana in a way. So you get an idea of how they were with each other and how Baba was with the children. So it's very special to try to feel myself in that situation. Who knows, maybe some of us were there also in another birth. But try to listen for the attributes of God. And what it was for me is that Baba, he didn't say exactly, but it was very clear that he was the ocean of love as the father and the ocean of knowledge as a teacher. And one of the things that you may have noticed, and this is probably what made me think this is different from many other Murli. How many times did Baba say, oh, children, become completely introverted, which is probably the deepest point in the Murli. Oh, breath of my life. Oh, my beloved. Oh, my lovely children. Oh, effort-making ones. Oh, children. And so, oh, renunciate children. So Baba the Father is just saying, oh, children, oh, children. This is, so caring and so loving, as Didi was saying, that she experienced directly with Brahma Baba. But we can see very clearly that care and that love. Oh, children, please do like this. Don't do like that. If you want to correct each other, the best way to do it is to become detached, go into a state of love. And then with those loving feelings, you'll be able to correct people. I know that in the West it's very difficult, like culturally it's very difficult to correct someone, but maybe in Bharat it's easier. So sort of, I remember Daddy saying that if she corrected us, it was a sign of her love. And if you did get corrected by Daddy, it was an honor to be corrected by her, because that means that she had absolute faith that you'd be able to understand what she's saying. So that Baba just came across in such a loving way. And as a teacher, and the balance between the ocean of love and the ocean of knowledge, and they both go together. But in fact, if you have to be something, be the ocean of love first. So, and as the ocean of knowledge, we have to understand the deep secrets behind the things, become the detached observer while we're performing our actions. And so very clear instructions also were there from the Satguru, like adopt introversion. If someone makes a mistake, let the power of our yoga reach them. And then by having, I love this point, by having faith in your intellect, every vein will become completely filled with God's power. And of course, there was one aspect where Baba was saying that, talking about Gopi Vallabh, he is himself explaining to his beloved gopis and gopis. So I'm one of those gopis and gopis to whom Gopi Vallabh is explaining such things with such love, what this real and true love is. And so listening to the Murli, making sense of it, and trying to figure out what is Baba being when he's speaking something makes the Murli very, very interesting. And of course, very, very rewarding as well. As Didi was saying, that we start to feel income. We start to feel that things are, we're gaining rather than losing anything. Even though he did say we have to be the unlimited renunciates at the same time. So that's really not losing anything, it's gaining fortune. So very, very beautiful Murli today. And of course, the practice at traffic controls, taken straight from the Murli, is, and Didi did mention it, keep smiling at everything around, because it's both entertaining, it's also godly. So if I'm in that state of consciousness, I'm light. And that's probably the greatest sign that I'm absorbing the Murli. I've become very light, and everything around me is, nothing heavy, nothing, no battle is there, as she said. And so later on tonight, when we're, and of course the main word in the whole Murli, as we showed, it was the word love. So as we feel in our chant later on tonight, how much did I make effort with love today? What was the experience of being loving effort rather than battling effort? Loving effort. So let's see how we come up to Baba later on this evening when we do our chant. Tomorrow's Murli is the first day of our focus on time. It's the focus on, of course, the cycle, the drama. And it's very interesting that the key word, if you put up the word cloud, look at the first word, become. So it's the time in which we become many things. What do we have to become? We'll find out in tomorrow's Murli. But it's probably the main word that I've picked out. And then there are two other important words, service and remember. So I have to become many things to be able to do service and also to be able to remember Baba. So I think this Didi set us up when she was talking so much now about the confluence age. And of course, when we become more focused on time, that's definitely the aspect that we have to become aware of, the use of our time now at the confluence age. So listening at the time of the Murli, can you put up the 3 points now? What 3 points can help me to increase my spiritual fortune in the confluence age? So what makes me more conscious of the confluence age so that I can feel more fortunate? What 3 points can help me to increase my spiritual fortune in the confluence age? And the second point for practice at traffic controls, and this is also directly from the Murli, check if when sitting, walking, and moving around, that my intellect is connected in yoga with the Father. So basically, traffic control will be just to check how strong is my connection with Baba at that moment while I'm doing things, moving around, sitting, working, whatever. The traffic control, I stop and do exactly that. Is my intellect connected in yoga with the Father? And the experience for the chart later on, tomorrow evening, is the experience of mercy. How was my feeling of mercy today, and becoming Baba's worthy instrument to serve? So connect mercy with my ability to serve. That's the best use of our time. And Amrit Vela tomorrow. Baba is making me free from bondage in order to create my fortune through serving. So have the feeling that Baba's cutting all of the bondages and making us available for service. So enjoy tomorrow's Murli, first day of focus on time. Om Shanti.
Yes, anyone who is of any kind of service to humanity, they have to be happy, light, cheerful, because others also looking at them forget the sorrows and the pain and crisis. And but if they don't look happy, don't create that light energy, I think there will be much more sorrow, heaviness. But there is lot of connection of creativity with lightness, because when you are light, your intellect just find the solution, find something, and it's really prompt in action, like promptness of body. You do what is needed. Same is promptness of intellect, that how to change energy, how to change whole environment. And so I really, whenever I have to visit these medical places, I really feel that how they keep place bubbling with sometimes you forget even that you are in a clinic. And not only that, but everyone is so cooperative. Can you stand? We will hold you. Don't fear. I guarantee you, you're not going to, every word they speak is the word which helps you to maintain your courage and do things. So we are also spiritual, right? Doctors, or we are also helping souls. So, our faces, our joy, our lightness, of course, all that is coming from our love from Baba, because Baba gives us love. So when we go somewhere, we also have to share God's love, right? Because they might not take knowledge. In the end, of course, we give a card of blessing, which they like very much. But then just to give them feeling that we also have something to offer. So I think that, yes.
No, I just remembered as you were talking how Daddy Janki was impressed. She came once to, when she was in Brazil in the airport, all of the people in the airport had this T-shirt, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And she said, we all should have that attitude. Can I help you? Can I help you? Of course, if you like that, then you're not looking for help. You're wanting to help, isn't it? And that's what you're talking about, being light and available and helping.
Yeah, because even if we are introverted, but more we are introverted, more we can be cheerful, because in introversion, I am very churning, I am very clear about everything. So my face should reflect that cheerfulness. And I think it's really now is the time when there is so much heaviness. People only share every time you sit, how many died, how many, everywhere you go, COVID, COVID, COVID. Oh, have you taken vaccination? These are the only things we talk, and here also a lot. But I think that we have to take souls beyond, and because happiness increases our immune system also. Because when we are happy, then our positive energy support our metabolism, our immune system lot. So for our own body also, and the vibrations, happiness is very, very important. Yes, and tomorrow we will look for what more we have to be at Confluence Sage. Om Shanti and thank you. Good night,
Shanti.
Brother Ken.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Awake the Journey of our godly family, a beautiful constellation of sparkling stars.
चलते 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 चलते
आज के संसार में रहना है माता हमारी, माता भगवान और एक लोग
चलते चलते यूं ही कोई मिल गया था, यूं ही कोई मिल गया था, सर राह चलते चलते, सर राह चलते चलते।
Shanti. So that was London. Most of the pictures were from London. So early days. Nice to see all of them. Thank you. And now we'll finish with Baba's remembrance. And as we will do collective meditation also. Let's remember Baba. We'll take Drishti. And as we have time, we'll do proper meditation together for a few more minutes. Thank you. Om Shanti.
It's fine. So, Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Take care. Be well.